Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol YRIV. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis on Tuesday, so that is where the green and red line annotations are coming from. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that line for now. Not really relevant to the current chart. But I will say from a presentation standpoint, this chart is pretty tricky to talk about because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're some sort of day trader, flipper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought up there, or maybe you bought right there, and your plan was to buy and sell within 10 minutes, well then yeah, from that point of view, the chart's looking pretty bad. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. From the highs, there's been a pretty big pullback, but from the overall point of view, the price does still have an opportunity to build a higher low, and as long as higher lows are being built over longer periods of time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. I am going to be talking about things from a big picture point of view, so if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably had more of the day trader type perspective going into the trade. And the reason why I still give the benefit of the doubt to the price and to the bulls, again, from the big picture is, due to, and I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but just to kind of help illustrate the point, let's say that the price actually pulls back some more, goes down to the 55-cent mark, which I talked about on Tuesday, behaves in that manner, and then starts to work its way back upwards. Now, again, emphasis on big picture. From the big picture point of view, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have these lows down here. If you envision each one of those as stair steps, what do you have? Well, from the big picture, you would still very clearly have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. And that's even if the price goes down there. Like I said, I'm not saying it will, but even if it did, you would still, like I said, the chart would have the opportunity to build an overall higher base, and that's what you want to see. As far as levels of resistance are concerned, not really a huge priority right now. I think the top priority is making sure the price just at least stabilizes out. But right there at 65 cents, which was what I talked about on Tuesday, you can see showed up again as a level of resistance several times. But keep an eye on that, in the near term. Again, overall, I'm well aware. If you're a flipper, day trader, and you bought up there, then yeah, you don't care about these stair steps. But that's why I try to offer up a warning that I would be commenting from the big picture point of view. So sure, today the price pulled back, but stop and think about that word, today. As in 1 day. Looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here, you can see the price does still have an opportunity to build a higher base. So let's see if they can get that job done or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.